never confused. Hey, hey, I'm so used to being used. So I love when you go unexpected, 'cause I hate when I'm wrong.
It's been a minute. It's been a while. Okay. Let me just do this. I was kind of shooting for like 2 minutes, talking for 2 minutes straight, and then I realized that I look like I haven't eaten in 3 weeks. My lips were snow white. My lips were giving. Okay, I'm so nervous. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Have to edit that out. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this. I still got it. I am siphebasi, and it's been a minute. It's been a while. Your exams were kicking my, I'm not even sure if this camera is straight. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it flowing, because I keep coming up with excuses for why I'm not shooting. It was exams. It was my health. It was winter. So today, no excuses. My first ever story time. And yeah, it's a story about how myself, Tina, and someone, a third party, all right, were basically just tricked. Oh my god. Yeah, we were tricked by a bunch of wolves in sheep's clothing. All right. Everything happened in one night, and so yeah, there's a lot going on in the streets right now. I hope it's not, but yeah. So it started with me and G, and we'll call the third girl. Can't even use the first letter of their name because that's what everybody called her. So it will be very obvious. Let's call her 10, all right? Because she's a very pretty girl, very gorgeous girl. So 10 out of 10, let's call her 10. All right? So 10, myself, and G, we went to a very, very popular place that used to be in Greenpoint. We'll call it C, all right? We loved that place. G and I absolutely loved it there. The vibe, the food, the drinks. And it was generally very safe also compared to Long Street. First year we were not Long Street merchants. I've only turned into a Long Street merchant now in my old age. But then we only went to one spot. Alright, cool. That particular night, and we either went on a Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not quite sure. She can't remember, but we never went on weekends to see, and we never went month-end. So it was definitely either a Wednesday or a Thursday. Cool. We went there. Wasn't really well planned or thought out. I think we had either been to Trenchtown earlier. Must have been Trenchtown or Narona. And then we went to Ten's place, and then after that we just decided, hey man, let's just go there, have fun, YOLO, chop life. So we went there, but hey, today was different. That particular night was so different. As soon as we walked in through the door, and if you've been to that place, the door is just there. It's a television, okay. No matter what corner of that establishment, no matter which corner you were sitting at, you could see anybody that entered through the door. As soon as we entered through the door, monsters and their spokesperson, monsters. The monsters were sitting in the couch section, shishas, drinks, food, everything. We immediately went to the bar. I went to the bathroom, just something about my bladder, but it's fine. And then we went to sit at the bar. By the time I was coming back from the bathroom, all right, 10 was telling me, oh, spokesperson came and spoke to me. They asked if we can join them. I'm like, why would we do that? First of all, not only is their behavior, I'm not only calling them monsters because of their behavior that night, but just the way they looked. Yo, they looked rough. Yo, they looked rough. They looked okay, rough. Not Roughh. They looked Ruff. They looked rough. I'm like, why would we do that? But it's fine. Let's continue. They're like, yeah, it's not a good idea. We came here to have fun. We came here to enjoy ourselves. Let's not get involved in all of that. All right? Cool. Then shots get sent. Those blue shots. I don't know what's inside those things. Those blue shots get sent. The barman is saying, oh, the table of the day, they said we should give you guys this, and you guys can order any cocktail you want. G and I had a thing for Long Island. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend and lie, all right? And say I was drinking sparkling water. I wasn't. G and I had a thing for Long Island, but we told this barman, no, we're fine. We're buying our own drinks, all right? And we had already budgeted for that for 3 Long Islands, and then like the rib and wing platter thing, because they would put the chips at the bottom and then put the wings, then put the ribs, and then that sauce would just. We had our own plans. Yeah, so Long Island, um, and then we're just having a good time, man. Eventually, 10 is like, let's just go. Glenna's also like, let's go. Let's just go sit there. It's fun, it's vibes. And we know the people that work here. Nothing's gonna happen. Also, me. I don't even want to say it's peer pressure. I like things. I like things. I liked things. I still like things. Alright? So we all were in an agreement. Nobody convinced anybody else. No one was skeptical. At first it was like it's unnecessary, but eventually we were just like, okay. So we got to the table. It was a couple of hours later, maybe 2 or 3 hours later, right? So then they were like, oh, we're going to the next place. I don't know if a friend, I can't remember if a friend was DJing there or what was going on, right? We're talking amongst ourselves as girls. We're like, I see Apotina. It's not something that's gonna happen. Eventually, we end up going. Eventually, we end up going with monsters. It's a convoy now, Yamabas. Convoy Yamabas. We go to this place. It's also a club. It's a standalone club, right? It's just a road. The building across it completely empty. Um, and then it's this club. It's just standing there alone. Cool. Um, this year or now these years, there's apartment buildings and there's another club around the corner. Like it's a bit busy right now, but in 2019 it was just standing there. Yo, the vibe changed now. Okay, we're lit. We're having fun. We're like, free Uber trip. We get into this club for free also. It's about to be lit, right? Me, not now we're sitting. I'm also just sitting a bit. Um, because I wasn't used to that place yet. Alright, cool. Singenile umandi. But then now when we entered with monsters and there was another group. This place, if you know it, by the door already there's a section here. Right? So as soon as we entered, we're coming in with this group of rhinoceros, hippopotamuses, just a bunch of okay, a hippo is not a monster, but I'm just trying to get you guys to understand the vibe, right? The difference. And as soon as we entered, we're looking at these leopards, like jaguars, let me say, because a jaguar I think is a really pretty cat. So we're looking. We as soon as we entered, we saw these pretty group of, you know. Now we're entered. My mood is already down. Oh. One thing about me, I love to be around pretty boys. I love pretty boys. Why would I hang out with people that there's no creature of God that is ugly, but why would I hang out willingly hang out with people that look shady when there's pretty boys. You understand? That's just always been my thing. I don't care about what's on the table. I don't care about where we are as long as the boys are pretty. Because I feel like, you know, you know. So my mood is down. I go to the bathroom. Hey, man, I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Spokesperson is like, no, 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 wait, a bottle is coming. You guys have to stay here, right? I'm like, no, I'm going to a bathroom. Spokesperson is like, no, you can go to a bathroom. You can go to a bathroom after. Just wait, the bottle is coming. I'm like, okay, I'm not pressed, so it's fine. Me and Tin were dancing. We're dancing. I was very comfortable with Tin, just in terms of proximity or whatever, just the way we dance, the way we speak with each other. We're very comfortable with each other. So me and her are dancing. Yeah, we're dancing, we're dancing, we're dancing. Oh man, then Gom starts. You're not gonna dance with someone when Gom is playing, dude. Gom starts, the bottles come. Cool. Zina loves just South African music in general, but she really loves hip hop, like South African hip hop. Um, the Gom was playing, and then I guess that DJ was transitioning between hip hop and Gom, just doing like a South African set play type of vibe. And so Gina got up. She's now vibing, you know, she's having fun. She knows these things word for word. Yo, there's no okay malum cool cat Caspanyo vest, aka there's no Aries you can play that she's not gonna know word for word. And 10 also was into that music. I don't know why I'm saying that music like. So they start, you know, playing, they're rapping, you know, yeah, boss nonke and all that stuff. I'm only laughing because it sounds like I don't know any South African music, but I really do. So they're now rapping with each other. It's cool. Nobody is touching on each other or anything like that, but it's like they're having a vibe. I'm like, okay, great. The bottle is here. Let me go to the bathroom. I don't even understand why I had to be here for a bottle to come. It was a bottle of Martell, a bottle of Hennessy, and a bottle of Azul. It was still a thing then, when a bottle is coming, like to, oh, monsters have just bought a bottle. And then they play the Undertaker music. And then while Undertaker is playing, they bring in the, you know. So I guess maybe it was like, it would have been better if all the girls that are at the table are there when the bottle is coming. Eh, eh, hmm. Cool. I go to a bathroom. Finally, I go to a bathroom. Um, while I'm in the bathroom, Gina comes in. She's like, dude, they're telling us to leave. They're telling us to leave. I'm like, what? Who's telling us to leave? Like, are you saying, like, what's going on? I need the bathroom. She's like, there's no time to use the bathroom. They're telling us to leave. Okay, we're going downstairs. Hey, but where's 10? No, 10 is outside. She was escorted out by the bouncers. Help. What the hell? I'm now, okay, where's our bags? No, she took the bags. I'm like, okay, let's go. I don't even want to talk to these people because I don't understand what happened. The first priority right now is our friend. Why is she outside? There's nothing outside at that place, at that club, at in 2019. Okay, now maybe, you know, but there's nothing outside. So why is she outside alone? As we're walking out, they're like, no, come back here. We only wanted her to leave. Her and her lesbianism wanted her out of here. Look, man, we're not gonna leave our friend outside and stick around with you people. And you're saying you took her out. You don't want lesbianism at your table. She's the straightest one here. So we're not getting involved. As soon as we come out, man, 10 is on the floor. She's crying. Nobody did anything to her. She was just shocked, right? She's crying. She's crying. There's a couple standing in front of her. What's wrong? What's wrong? We're also like, what's wrong? What did you guys do to our friend? They're like, no, we found her like this. The woman is like, do you guys need an Uber to go home? We're like, no, we're fine. We're gonna get an Uber. We're gonna actually go now. This night has been so weird, unexpected. Then the woman's husband is like, no, I can take you guys home. You guys can't be in an Uber in your state. What state is that? Siakala. Cool. We agree. We get into this car. It's a those, I don't know cars. Unfortunately for me, it's a Mercedes, but those big ones. Nkare baki, mar it's right? We get inside. On the floor, it's champagne bottles. Cool. Who's gonna sit in front to direct me? Tin, the one that was crying, right? I was like, I'll direct you. And then in the car, that trip was so nice. We even forgot what went down at that other place. Yeah, this man pulls out a champagne bottle. The other ones that were in the car were empty. He pulls out another one in the car. He gives it to Ten. Ten drinks champagne. So she was, yeah. So we're explaining like the things that went down during the night. We're explaining what went down, and then he's like, yo, and yo, I would hate for something like this to happen to my daughters. And that is why I decided, let's get a Uber, killing and take you guys home and make sure you guys are safe, right? He's like, yeah, and Lilo, now yo, how could you guys just go out and then you change your plans? As girls, when you have a plan, stick to the plan. Once le bona bafana, ba tla le bolella ka di-plan, then they start thinking guys are dependent on them. Like, yo, we're listening to this man. Yo, he's so wise. He's giving us advice. It's a vibe in this car. So driving from that Herengracht road to Ops, right? Cool. Our plan was we were just gonna sleep over at her place because we have school. Literally in a couple of hours, we have to be at school. So our plan was to stay at her place. Cool, man. The trip was great. We get to her place. Now things are weird. He turns off the music. He's like, so who's going to thank me? Who's going to thank you? Yeah, who's going to thank me for bringing you guys here safely? How? What? Then I get out of the car. Then I was the first one to say, wait again. I, I know where this is going and I'm not liking it. I'm still in the car. I'm like, Tin, let's go. Tin is like, wait, let me finish this bottle. I want to hear what this guy is saying because this man clearly doesn't know who I am. Cool. I get out the car, but we're standing by the. I take her keys, so now we're standing by the stairs of her place, right? Then I was opening the door. Hi. Now they're talking for too long. I don't understand what's going on. I'm trying my best to stay like sane. And then she comes out of the car, she's laughing. She comes out with the bottle. We're trying to open the door. The door wants the owner of the door. So we give her the key. I'm holding the bottle now. I'm holding the bottle like this. I'm now the one that's standing at the bottom of the stairs. She's standing at the top, and then Tin is trying to open her door. I'm standing by the, and then I go down, right? I'm trying to see this person that's driving away. Sure. Hey, one thing about when you're recording. Why are you recording? When you are recording, you need to put your phone on flight mode. I don't even know if this is how I was sitting. Wait. I don't even remember. Am I closer? Am I not? Who knows? And then I go to the gates, man. It's those short gates. Where to go ops, those houses that people have turned into student accommodations. They have these short gates. Wheezy. So I'm looking over. I'm holding the bottle. I'm like, hi. I can't believe what just happened. I look up. I'm like, Wena, what was going on in that car? Or, Mr. We have to thank you because you took us here. What the? Yo, I'm getting riled up now because I'm like, that old man actually had us messed up because our phones were still on. We could have Ubered ourselves. You're telling us you have daughters our age, and then you still want us to thank you because when you offered yourself, you yourself, you offered to. As soon as the cling of the trellis, she's opening the door, I hear screw. This person is backing up, reversing. I don't even know what happened. The bottle falls over the gate now because I'm like, what's going on? I do this, that bottle flips, breaks in the road. Trina runs into the house. She throws herself onto the ground. I also throw myself. 10. One thing about this girl, she goes, I don't know if it's, and I know the bottle smashed because I'm the one that did this when I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I heard distinct sounds, all right? Either the tire now backing up onto the bottle, maybe it wasn't fully smashed. I heard a car door, and Kina says it was a gun. Like she heard something that didn't fit the description of the sounds. We heard the doors. We heard the tire. You know that sound that a tire makes when it drives over a bottle? That we heard a couple of sounds that we could identify. We heard a different sound. We're not coming out. I'm sorry, look, never leave a man behind. But we ran into the house. She went out. I'm gonna face her, this guy. I'm gonna face her. I don't know what happened. She comes back in. Cool. She closes the door. She's like, whew. She doesn't want to tell us what was happening outside. I didn't even try and peek. Gina didn't even try and peek. The thing is, in our minds, then and there, it was a gun. It was a bullet that we heard. And I'm not gonna put my face at a window when I'm thinking someone has something that could really hurt me beyond the distance that I'm at, all right? We're not feeling safe anymore. The man then drives off. All right? Hey, me and Kena were looking at each other. We're not feeling safe here at this place. In fact, if we knew that this was also a wolf, like those wolves that we left at that place, we wouldn't have allowed this person to even drop us at one of our homes. Hey, we're not feeling safe. And I was like, Masambe, dude. I'm like, hey, Masambe. We take our bags. We leave. She's like, are you guys sure? Don't you want an Uber? We're like, no. We're going to walk, but we'll be fine. So from where we walked, it was a distance, quite a distance. But we used the main road instead of going in between the houses. If you stayed in Obs, you know, man. So we used the main road. We're walking. Dude. Our plan, first of all, we didn't eat. We were a bit lit. We didn't eat because our plan was that when we go to see, we're going to order the food. Order like a big platter, eat, and then keep some for the next day. So we didn't get to that part because we were overtaken and we allowed monsters and spokesperson to overtake us and take us to another place that doesn't have food. When I'm not doing anything, no one is calling me. Suddenly I'm trying to record. I'm trying to be consistent. And I'm getting 2 calls. Cool. So Glenn and I are walking, main road. We decide, so on the route, we pass by the garage and stairs. That garage, I think it's an engine, it has stairs. We're like, it's packed, we're hungry, we'll either go to McDonald's, that's further down and closer to where I stayed at Campus Key, or we'll just get pies, man. Pies, right? While we're walking, I'm like, dude, yeah, it's not looking good. Let's get the pies. At McDonald's also, they had a thing of taking long at night. There's no one there. Why is a double quarter pounder taking so long? Cool. We went into the garage. We decided to get pies, a pack of ciggies, and something to drink. Can't remember. Cool. Hey man, what a disaster. While we are trying to go into this garage, because we had told ourselves, okay, pies, drinks, ciggies. We're trying to go into this place, and there's a car there's people inside this car. It's a Polo. It's you can't see inside, the tinted windows. Something is going on. Gana's like, dude, let's go quickly. Did you get what you needed inside? Dude, let's just go. Boom! Petrol bomb. Okay, it wasn't a petrol bomb. But when her and I talk about that night, we say petrol bomb. This car had the petrol thing inside the car. Something was going on. I don't know if they wanted to not pay for the petrol or what. They started driving, but the didn't come out of the car. I heard boom. Gina's like, let's go. I'm like, what's going on? Because it's standing there. We're staring. I turn around. Gina's leaving. She keeps turning back to see what's going on. This car drives off. Almost drives over me. Petrol is flying into the sky. I'm like, it's a petrol bomb. Gina wasn't looking because she was already walking away. She saw that the situation wasn't looking good. So I'm like, it's a petrol bomb. Was I joking? Was I serious? I'm not too sure. She starts running. She is running. I'm thinking maybe she saw something in the car that I didn't, because the car then started and then turned where she was headed. So she starts running. I start running. The gas station. Okay. Kikwa America. So the attendant there starts also running. I'm thinking maybe if the petrol is shooting out like that because it was leaking. I don't want to lie to you. I truly did believe it was a petrol bomb. I wasn't joking. Gina's run away. She's gone. I'm running, but I'm also in my mind thinking that what's really going on? I'm shaking. I'm not sure if I'm shaking because of the events of the night. I'm not sure if I'm shaking because my sugar is low. I start running. We go into McDonald's. Should have just gone straight to McDonald's in the first place. Completely regret the entire thing, like the pie thing. Why did I think of eating a pie? At McDonald's, we're chopping chats, man. We're trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Even till this day, 2025, I'm trying to figure out from the lesbianism, the accusations about the lesbianism. I'm trying to figure out where the lesbian accusations came from. Were we being used just so that the people that were at that table look good when the bottles come, then told to leave? Or did they genuinely just not want 10 there, but thought that we would stay and leave our friend outside? The man that wanted payment because he offered himself up, did he really have daughters? Was it all a trick? Him rolling up on us, like, what did 10 say to this man? And why did he react like that? Did he end up going back to the club where he left his wife or girlfriend or fiance? The petrol bomb. Why did those guys drive off without paying for the petrol? Oh, God. I'm getting hot just thinking about this because that very same day we went to school. Gina and I felt like, yeah, let's go do that again. And we went back to see. But the second night was great night, great night. That place was just I'm thinking about all the things that went down at that place. But anyways, man, yo, that's the end of the story. Ish. What a night. What a life. Ha! 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 And we still got up to nonsense at sea. We still got into so much trouble. There's so many other things that went down at that place. Because one thing about G and I, man, we love to learn the hard way. Like, at that point, we didn't listen to our intuition until things got really bad, until things spiraled out of control. We really wanted to learn the hard way, and that is what we did. Yo, guys. Yeah, there were a lot of wolves out there. Now they don't bother to act nice. Now you go to the club, they don't bother to act like they're sheep. They show you their true colors, which I would have appreciated then. But yeah, man, that's just a story about our assassination attempts and petrol bombs and bullets. And if I still spoke to 10, I would have asked her, like, before I did the story time, I would have asked her, what did you guys talk about? And did he shoot at us? But I don't talk to her, unfortunately. And so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, you know. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. There's many more to come. 2019 was such a blur. I was really doing things I shouldn't have. I was getting up to things that I really shouldn't have been getting up to. And so as soon as I confirm some of the details to the other stories, then I will be able to tell them as honestly as possible. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this, you know, very busy story time. And yeah, man, I'm praying and I'm hoping to stay consistent and not disappear like I did again, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Whatever mistakes and things were happening in this video are gonna stay in this video, because I am not gonna reshoot this. I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. But yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for real now, this is the end. Don't wanna be